BuzzSprout versus Podbean. Which one is better? Hi there, you guys. In this video, we'll be comparing two different podcasting platforms, which is BuzzSprout and Podbean. And let's talk through their features, pricing, and the implementations of different features when it comes to, this two platforms. And then at the end of the video, let's try to decide which one is better for you. So if you happen to stumble upon this video, you might be debating between these two platforms and which one is better for you to start doing your podcasting. So let's start with talking about Buzzsprout. Now, Buzzsprout has been around for a long time. It's one of the pioneers of podcasting platforms, and here are some of the features that you can access when you try to use their platform. So it says here, get your podcast listed in all of the top podcast directories, such as these are the platforms or directories that are directly linked with the Buzzsprout. You can reach millions of potential listeners by listing your podcast in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Alexa, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Castro, Castbox, and Podchaser. Measure advanced podcast statistics to track your progress. Get to know your listeners with podcast statistics. You can see stats like your total downloads over time, what apps people are using to listen to your podcast, and where people are listening to your podcast. Now, why is this an important feature? This is important because it's up for you to like make your own content based on that particular platform. So if your listeners are more of like listening to your content to this particular from this particular website, you go ahead and try to study who's or what audience listen to or uses that particular platform, demographics, stuff like that, and you can add in those facts when you try to make your own second podcast or third podcast or fourth podcast. These statistics are really helpful when it comes to like crafting a content, because you know who you're writing for, you know who you're talking for. And of course, they have a free trial for over 90 days. This one's pretty amazing. 90 days is a lot of days. It's like 3 months, you guys. So you can have like a free trial for 3 months without paying a dime. It's on them. And there's a filtering that you can access once you try to upgrade your plan. It's called Magic Mastering. So this is a trademark by Buzzsprout. So basically, what it does is that it's like a filter, and it uses advanced technology to automatically sweeten audio files and then optimize them to match the industry best practices for spoken word or music heavy productions. So this one, you don't really need to have a third party editing app anymore, but if you're still the type who likes to edit your own audio, you know who don't really like give it away to third party platforms like this one, because it's different when you have 100% say on how your audio will sound like. But for starters, this editing technique or this audio editing filter, tends to be like helpful most of the time, especially for those of you who are just beginning podcasts. And they also have an easy upload feature. It means an automatic episode optimization, and all file types, bit rates, or ID3 tags it supports. Just upload your audio file, and Buzzsprout will optimize your episodes automatically. And it will publish your episode immediately as well, or schedule the day and time you'd like your episode to go live. And what else? They also have dynamic content, which lets you add and remove pre-roll and post-roll segments to add from your podcast episodes. And you can also send a message to all your listeners regardless of the episode they are enjoying. Look at this one. Pre-roll, drag your audio file here to upload, or choose a file to upload, and then post-roll. This audio will be added to the end of the episode. So pre-roll and post-roll, these are contents that you can add in directly before and after your podcast, so that you don't go ahead and record them all over again. So this is how it looks like implemented in the site. And you can also transcribe with this platform, you guys. You can make your podcasts more accessible with transcriptions. And you can do this inside Buzzsprout as well to make your podcast more accessible to search engines, speed readers, and hearing impaired. So this is how it looks like. You can download a transcript. You don't have to manually transcript the podcast yourself. So once you download it, and then you're going to go ahead and implement that to the platform that you're using. And of course, they boast a beautiful podcast player for your website. It looks like this. So, when you're talking, all of these bars correspond to how you talk. Of course, all podcasting platform can monetize your podcast. It's it's totally no question, no brainer. But what's the catch? 15% of total purchase, you get that. And your listeners get 20% of first order and free shipping on orders over $50. So that's what your buyers are going to get. And you can check out here Buzzsprout affiliate marketplace as well. And next is this is their you can organize and create chapters marker inside of Buzzsprout. So it looks just like this. And you can manage multiple podcasts with unlimited team members. All right. So how does Podbean look like? So this is how their platform looks like. Basically, they're both green. And podcast publishing, it works really differently when it comes to Buzzsprout, Podbean. It's easy as well, but yeah, both are easy, but they have they have different implementations. Like for this one, this is how uploading or publishing a podcast look like, and on Buzzsprout, it looks like this. And there is a podcast statistics feature as well, which I didn't see in Buzzsprout. You can see your comprehensive statistics that will give you all the insight you need to track how your podcast performs. So this basically shows you how your podcast has been performing. You can see here the countries where it's usually gets listened to and stuff like that. What else? You have downloads and trends, top 10 episodes, listener geographics, user agents, download by time of day, user retention, and the monetization right here is different when it comes to like different. It's different based on how the plan that you purchase, podcast advertising, or when it comes to like how how your podcast is being monetized as a premium when someone is listening and that listener is like on a premium plan. And it depends if it's a podcast advertising. It also depends if it's for a patron. So these are different ways your listeners can support you. And there's also a live streaming option. Oh, this one I didn't see on Buzzsprout, to be honest, because there's only like a downloads. Yeah, when somebody downloads your podcast, you get 20%, and I think that's it. It doesn't really have this particular feature where, well, I'm not sure, but they really don't put an emphasis on that on Buzzsprout, unlike here on Pod, on Podbean. So yeah, that's it for this comparison, you guys. Which one is better? I think what's better for a beginner is Buzzsprout, because I believe that the technicalities of editing your um podcast is still important, and they have an implementation that will let you edit their podcast as well. You can go ahead and compare their pricing if that's important to you. There's an option from their website that you can just click and then check their pricing, and let me know what you think about their pricing down in the comments below. And that's it for this video, you guys. What do you think about these two platforms? Let me know down in the comments below, and see you again in the next video. Peace out.